here, Susie. So this is marvelous. Good news. Sri is asking about these amino acids. And I'm sorry, this is the first time in this house, so I may have to find a better spot for the, whoops, that's the wrong one, to do these broadcasts. So, and this is so here's what I'm seeing. So here's the amino acid powder. They do say kind of what's in there, and then, but still, again, we're at this proprietary blend thing, which I don't like very much. Now, you've got malic acid, I think, which will help with absorption, natural berry flavor, so not too much junk as far as keeping things there. But I'm not quite sure how much better these will be versus just like a standard BCAA type product. So if we let me go back to the page. Sri was saying that, we don't really absorb everything we eat. So I think that if we use these in a little bit of excess, then we're going to see pups keep on weight. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be better than BCAAs or collagen, but you can try it and see. Now, because they are amino acids, I'm not sure if that will continue to be an issue as far as spilling into the urine and things of that nature. So see how it goes, Sri. That's the best thing I can tell you. And it is that is the upside of the amino acids. There are a lot of formulas, and there's something called the elemental diet that people that have SIBO will often do just to treat, take 2 weeks off of digestion acids. And there's size you would use probably somewhere between 6 and 10 milligrams, and then for Jessie, I think probably around 3 to 5 milligrams, and then also lignans or ground flaxseed, essentially. And I do have some experience with ozone therapy. Marga Roman is a big proponent of ozone therapy, and so she believes it can kind of fix everything. So it can, and it's an interesting thing. So it's like the idea that if you've got the only tool you have is a hammer, then every problem is a nail, right? And not to diminish the efficacy of ozone therapy, but I think it's not a heal-all. So what I would suggest is trying it and see what results you get. I found that it was helpful personally when I had it mixed in with blood. I did get an ozone unit and try it personally via insufflation, and I didn't find it to be very helpful. So it just depends on how they are doing, and we'll go from there. Let's see. And so let's see. The biopsy appointment is Wednesday, and 5 to 10 days for result. And then see what happens with the ozone therapy. And I think that may be, if they're mixing it with blood, that may be a good way to get the infection under control. And the composure, let me know how that goes to help kind of chill him down. This is where that may be helpful as far as knocking back the itch. And the CBD salve comes today, and ozone oil has been interesting. I'd be interested to hear what you're seeing with that. So keep us posted. And actually, I got my samples from CBD Dog Health Friday, finally, after 65 days in delivery to Mexico. And we're using them for Mona for her sort of aging and debilitation, and so far so good. We've been very pleased with that. And for Hayo with anxiety, it's she's been a little bit more reactive, so I'm not sure kind of what to make of that, but we'll kind of let things roll a bit. And Susie is saying that if she's suddenly eating well, is there anything she should watch for? Yeah, Susie, you want her to gain weight slowly and probably break the meals up into 3 to maybe 4 times a day so that her gut is not overloaded. So that hopefully that's helpful. And then Spirit's been having some bowel issues. And 2 cans of pumpkin. So that's right, because you had that episode. So it sounds like he probably just needs some more fiber to tighten things up. So if that's working, go for it. The other option is to use things like red potatoes or butternut squash, and turnips is another good one, as well as sweet potatoes. So see if adding that fiber back in is a little bit more helpful. Hopefully that will get you there. And then I think I've got some other questions over in this document. And May's been giving the CBD oil directly on the gums for the last 2 days. Is it okay to put the dropper back into the bottle each time as it's been in his mouth, and one on the cat's ear? So ideally you would put them directly, maybe on your finger, and rubbing that in, although with the volume that may be a bit difficult. The other option would be to go right down in that buccal pouch and kind of with your finger then massage it forward so it stays in contact with the gum, and go from there. And you can also put them on his ear as well. So let me know how he does with that. Hopefully that kind of chills things out a little bit, May. Let's see, I got that question. And then Debbie's asking about this Heal CBD. She's doing really great, and do you keep giving it to her if she's doing well? And in this instance, Debbie, I would, because it's going to be one of those things where you're treating the whole endocannabinoid system and keeping things in balance. So, and then they're also using the Glacier Peak Infla Potion once a day as well. So I would continue using that. Just because she's getting up in there. Sorry, hopefully I'm back, Susie. I'm sort of pausing. I'm a wee bit slow in the brain today, unfortunately. And then Susie's asking if it's damaging to give whole milk. If she's craving calcium, then whole milk I would be cautious with, because many dogs are lactose intolerant, and so that can be a bit difficult. So if she's craving calcium, you might try putting a little bit into the protein, see if you can just literally sprinkle it and she'll buy into it or not. If she just won't do it, then what I would do is just give her something like 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Because again, we don't want to create gut issues and create a problem there. So I think that's what we have for today. Yeah, that's what I got. So until next week, many thanks for your support over the years, and keep us posted. And Sri, I'll be interested to hear how those amino acids do versus BCAA versus collagen, because there's different benefits to both. But as far as ease of absorption, amino acids are it. And BCAAs are those amino acids, but typically there are 4 of them geared specifically towards building muscle. So that's why that may be a better proposition for her. Anyway, take good care until